Great.
Hello, bold goal crushers. My name is Anne McAuley Lopez, and I am a client of Sarah's. When I started working with her, I had some bold goals I wanted to reach. Sarah really helped me figure out those small pieces of those really big goals so that when I broke them down and worked in 90-day sprints, I could really make progress. One of the things I hear from my clients is that they don't have time to create content for their websites, or that their website designer doesn't create the content for the beautifully designed pages, and they're not sure where to start. So today I want to walk you through how to write website copy for your target customer. And I'll also add that by doing that, we get the attention of Google and we can start to drive those leads for your business and really make your website do what it should be designed to do. I know this because over the last year in working with Sarah, I have created content and am reaching my target audience. And I'm super excited about that. And I'm excited to share with you just 3 simple steps to develop that content for your website so that you can just kind of add it on your calendar and say, okay, this is what I'm working on today, or this is what I'm going to do, or outsource to someone else, whether it's someone on your team or hiring a professional writer. So I am the agency content writer. This is my contact information here. I've been doing this now for 13 years. Happy New Year, by the way, everyone. And today I want to walk you through just the 3 steps that I found really work the best in terms of streamlining the content creation. So really, when we want to create content that connects to our target audience, really what we want to do is drive those visits to our website. We want to grab the attention of Google, and we need our website to work in a certain way so that Google notices it. I know that Google makes changes over and over, but throughout the years that I've been doing this, none of those changes have greatly affected me or any of my clients. They're really small changes for the ultimate goal of when you put in a search term, the results are relevant content, and it's content that truly answers your question. So today, what we're going to focus on here in this session is why website maintenance matters, the importance of keyword research, and then creating strategic content that goes viral. And what I mean by viral is that it is truly connecting with your target audience, and people are filling out your contact form or calling you or scheduling a meeting, whatever that call to action is on your website, people are doing that. So here's where we start. We start by not putting good content on a bad website. I'm not saying your website is bad. What I'm saying is that maybe it's outdated. Maybe the technical SEO in the background needs to be updated. I will be the first one to tell you technical SEO is not my focus for my business, but I have a wonderful website partner. I'm actually a client of hers because her work is so amazing. And she and her team help keep the bots out of my website, protect it from hackers, and really focus on making sure photos and pages have the right keywords and tags, meta tags, whatever it is in that background, that they're working. I also make sure that I give my website a little bit of a change, if not a whole new website every couple of years. And I know that sounds like a lot, but homepages and the styles of homepages change, and how Google reads them changes. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So why website maintenance matters is really about knowing your numbers. So first, do you have Google Analytics installed? Because if we're going to figure out how people are finding your website and what they're entering, we need to know what people are asking in Google to get to you. When was the last time your website was backed up? I learned the hard way that I didn't have a backed up website many years ago. And what that meant was they had to start with like the basic beginning website, and I lost a ton of content. I had to recreate it. Nobody wants to have to do that, right? Because ultimately it means we have to pay somebody to do that. When were the plugins updated? I primarily work in WordPress. Plugins are the little pieces of your website, and a lot of those create functionality for us. They create forms or help us with our shop if you're selling items. And we want to make sure that all those are up to date. If you're on a different platform, there are updates in the background that you need to make sure that you're doing. I apologize, I don't have the language for all the different types of websites, but that's the idea, is that everything in the background is working smoothly and is up to date. That includes the meta tags on each page and also for each image. And then formatting, the formatting of your homepage. Google reads our websites in a certain way, and our blog posts. There's a certain way that I format blog posts, and I do it with intention because I know that Google is reading the blog posts and the formatting in a certain way and is checking certain boxes to say, okay, this is a real website, this is relevant content. Basically, what Google does is it sends out its little robots, if you will, and it scans our websites. And it's looking for that first item on our to-do list, which is technical SEO. Then it looks at the formatting, like of the homepage. So if we have an outdated homepage, that makes a difference. And yes, sorry, I was reading my own note. So how do you know what content to add? Because not only is it looking at the format, it's looking at the words on our pages. No longer can we just create a list of keywords and put it on a page and Google's like, oh yeah, great website. So how do we know? The first thing is that we need to know who our target market is. So for example, for me as a content writer, I'm looking for my target market is website designers who do not offer content to their clients. They create beautiful websites and that's their focus. They design and develop beautiful websites, but they don't provide content writing services. That's a great partner for me because I only provide content, not website design services. For a real estate agent, their target market is likely a first time, something like a first time buyer in this particular zip code or group of zip codes who's looking to buy a home or a townhome, that sort of a thing. It's people looking to sell their homes in a particular zip code, things like that. That's your target market. Who is on your wish list that you would love to sell it to? It's sell your product to or your service to. It doesn't mean, by defining that, it doesn't mean that we're saying no to other people, but it gives us the option to say no. So think about that, because once we know and have a clearly defined target market, we can then begin doing keyword research and also really listening to our clients. That's the first thing. I go to networking meetings. What are people asking me about my business? People said, what is your process? How long should a blog post be? And so as I've gone along, I've created content that answers those questions. Most businesses need resources and a clearly defined target client, right? So what's your primary industry? Are you serving people in a particular geographic area? The reason I mention that is that we can pick, like for that real estate agent I talked about, I love using them as an example because it's easy to see it and talk about it. If they're covering certain towns, then within the content, we're going to mention those towns or cities that they are in, those geographic areas. We're going to specifically call them out. If you're not in a specific area, then we'll do some things that are different. We want to know how people are finding your site. We want to do some keyword research, and we really want to nail down your target market, your services, your products, so that we can create content that's focused where you want your business to be focused. So to identify additional keywords, other than simply talking to people and listening to them, I use resources like Ubersuggest, Keywords Everywhere, Google's People Also Search. When you put in a search term, there's a little box as you scroll down that says People Also Search. That actually helps me. It's a little cheat, I'll tell you. That helps me figure out specific blog post ideas based on a more generic topic. And that's how we kind of get down to the nitty-gritty of keywords and what are people looking for our websites. We can also use Google Trends and Answer the Public. Those are all great resources for us. We don't have to have a long list, but we have to have a focus list based on who we want to work with or buy our services. So we've got the technical SEO that's set up in the background. We have our target market identified. We have our keywords ready to go. And now we want to create strategic content. So this includes probably 2 blog posts of at least 350 words per month, 1 or 2 blog posts a month for most businesses. If you have a highly strategic, say 90-day plan, which is the shortest time frame I would suggest, then maybe we're doing 1 or 2 blog posts a week. If you're in an industry that is, there are a lot of folks and there's a lot of people online, like pool cleaners in pool maintenance people in Phoenix, Arizona, where I moved from, people want, most people have pools. So everybody's looking for someone to do pool maintenance. And there are lots of folks out there with pool maintenance companies. Are we ever going to get you to page 1 without paid ads like Google ads? No. That's a whole different animal, those Google ads and paid advertising. For most businesses, 1 to 2 blog posts a month, we target the content, and then you can reuse the content on your emails, your newsletters, and social media. By adding content on a consistent basis like that, we really illustrate to Google that our website represents a going concern. It's a live business. It's a good website. We really are sharing relevant content to our audience. This is what our website's about. We don't veer from that path. And we continue to create content based on who our target market is and who we want to reach and how people are finding us, frankly. Using this strategy will bring you more visitors to your websites. The technical SEO first, second is the keyword research, and third is creating content based on those first 2 things. And speaking to the people that you want to speak to. Doesn't mean you can't speak to other people, but you can. You're creating content for that target audience and who you really, really, really want to be working with. So on that note, I say, let's go viral and let's create content that really speaks to your target audience, get you a great web maintenance program. I can refer you to my website maintenance person if you'd like. She's also mine, and I've seen great results with it. This is my contact information, and my offer to you is a free 30-minute consultation. Free. Just go to my website, Agency Content Writer, set that up, get on my calendar in the new year, and let's figure out a plan for you. Okay. Happy New Year, everyone.